Hand of Fate, $39.99 US, but I picked this up for $9.99 on the daily sale of the Indiebox website, and I wanted to give my overall thoughts on this package. You have all of these items that come inside the box. Of course, each Indiebox that you get has a varying amount of items, and this one in particular has, I would say, at least, like, compared to a lot of other stuff. But here is the sticker that you get in every single type of indie box. Of course, this one has a bloody heart, which is pretty cool and specific to this particular indie box. It's a fairly thin looking sticker, but it's not like extremely thin. It's still a pretty nicely detailed one. Next up is the instruction manual. This is something you don't see like at all, or maybe see a little bit, but you barely see instruction manuals these days. On the back side of this is a in-game snippet of pretty much the tabletop that you play on, and there is the front page with the dealer. So a lot of these indie box manuals always start off with the letter from the developer, which is really nice, thanking you for buying the physical copy of the game and supporting them along with the gameplay. There's also artwork, particularly specific to the different manuals, which is really nice to see. Just reading through this before you actually play the game, something I always loved to do, like as a kid. And as you go through all of these, you also see the endless mode. It talks about some of the other breakdowns, and of course you have the credits from the developers and the Indiebox credits. Once again, we can get a good look at the artwork right here, and on the back side, it's very awesome and definitely one of the highlights of these Indiebox collector's editions. Next up is the soundtrack and the installation. So this one comes in a sleeve, with a really nice design of a dice back there. Of course, you have the soundtrack and the installation disc. This is DRM free, so you're freely able to play this without needing Steam or anything like that. However, you do get a Steam code on top of the box before you unwrap it, which is pretty nice, and can also leave inside the plastic if you just want it for something as a display. But let's just take it outside of the sleeve. 16 tracks is available on the soundtrack, which is pretty nice, and on the front of these discs is pretty much the cover art that you see inside the box, and it's at a nice high crisp resolution. It isn't anything like you would think maybe that's it's gonna be like low res or anything. No, it's actually pretty nice. It's weird that it's kind of swapped on each side, so that's pretty much it with that. Definitely some nice artwork that you get alongside your disc that of course is reminiscent of older PC games. So this is the woven bag, and this hosts the cards. You have the nice little purple jewel on the right side, and I would say that you want to be careful when opening this bag if you do buy this, because I did cut myself briefly on this. There's like a little sharp bit in there, but here it is outside of the bag. Here's the custom card deck that comes in a nice plastic. Of course, let's actually take this out of the plastic, shall we, and see how it looks outside. A better look at it right here. You see the front of it, pretty much the same as the instruction manual. You see the back right here has a nice card design, which is pretty much going to be the actual card backs once we actually take this out. And here are all the cards. You get a total of 54 playing cards. So this is a really big deck, a fully fledged deck that you can just play normal cards with, or if you really want to reminisce with the tabletop game type of roguelike experience, I imagine you can also have some fun creating some things in real life. This is one of the few bosses that you actually face. I like how it has all of these really unique and cool designs with a little bit of wear and tear looking on the edges of these cards. Definitely the highlight of this whole particular package, and one that, you know, is something that you really have to think to yourself. All of these things combine $40. Is it worth it? Originally on Steam, the game is $20, so you're basically paying $20 extra for the DRM free, the bag, the cards, the instruction manual, and of course the sticker with the box for display. I definitely think it is worth the price if you are looking for it, but I would wait for a daily sale because each day it seems to rotate, and that's when I picked this up for $9.99, which in my opinion is a very solid deal. Otherwise, I definitely think $20 maybe not that great compared to some of the other stuff you get inside some of the other indie boxes, but it's pretty solid overall. If you did enjoy this video and want to see more of these kind of unboxing videos that I want to put out because they're pretty fun to do, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments below if you actually bought any of these boxes, or if you're looking to buy any of these particular boxes and want to see a review on it in the future. Then, you know, if I actually see it on sale, I'll probably buy it just to see if it's actually worth it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and until next time, take care.